The following video is an excerpt from Nutrition Detectives, a classroom program supported in part through an unrestricted educational grant from Juice Plus.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. David Katz. Thanks so much for joining me in my classroom here today. As you'll soon see, this is no ordinary classroom. This is a magical classroom designed to turn you into nutrition detectives. And joining me in the classroom today, I have some assistants. I have Brianna, Austin, Coco, Dominic, Ryan, and Angela. You guys ready to become nutrition detectives?
Yeah.
All right, well, here's what we're going to cover today. First, we're going to talk about why food matters. Then, we're going to talk about if you are what you eat, what the heck are you? That eating well can be hard to do. Well, let's get started. Dominic, why does what we eat matter?
Well, because when we're young, what you eat may affect you when you're older.
So it isn't necessarily about if I don't eat something that's good for me today, I'll fall down tomorrow. But you're building your health for later on. On the other hand, I think kids tend to be focused on something a little bit different. So, Austin, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
Soccer, kickball, football.
Soccer, kickball, football, pretty good list. Coco, what do you like to do?
I play basketball, tennis,
Wow.
I swim.
So, as kids, you do these activities. Angela, when you do an activity that you like to do, why do you do it?
Because it's fun.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
You like to do it, and you do it, and that's fun. And I think one of the things that kids are really expert in, more expert than grown-ups, is having fun, right? And when you do these activities you like to do, you need energy to do them, right?
Right.
I mean, when you run, you probably want to run really fast, right? And not like this. Right? Am I right with that? And if you're playing basketball, Coco, and you're jumping, you probably want to jump pretty high as opposed to like that, right? So where does the energy come from? Brianna, what do you think?
The food that you eat.
The food that you eat. Everybody agree?
Right.
Good answer. Food is the fuel that runs our bodies. It's the source of energy to do the things you love to do right now. Why should kids worry about health? Because taking good care of yourself now, you will have more fun. Now, there's one other very important thing. Angela, would you come up here for just a second and help me out, please?
Sure.
Stand right here, my dear. Now, Angela, would you agree that at this particular moment in time, you are approximately, say, this tall?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, just about right there?
Yeah.
And would you also agree that at some point in the future, you may be taller?
Some
Is your
reason.
mom about that tall?
A little taller.
A little taller, okay. All right, so you've got some growing to do. So you're going to grow maybe that much, right? Maybe more, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to grow that out of?
Food.
Food. Okay. Now, you are going to grow more Angela out of food that you eat.
Right.
And I want you to make a choice. I'm going to give you a multiple choice question.
Okay.
Okay? You could grow it out of A, junk food, or B, good stuff. Take your time. Don't rush. What's your choice?
B.
Thank you. Excellent answer. Thank you very much, Angela. Have a seat. So we've all agreed now that choosing food well is important. It affects how much fun we have. It affects how healthy we are. Why don't we just automatically choose the food that's best for us? How about you, Austin? How come you sometimes eat something that may not be the most nutritious?
I usually eat non-nutritious food because it's very yummy in my tummy.
It's yummy in your tummy. It tastes good, right? I couldn't agree more. Some of that stuff that we're really not supposed to eat if we want to stay healthy and strong, we eat because it's fun to eat. Tastes pretty good, right? So candy and ice cream and cookies. How come we just don't automatically like those foods that are the very best for us? I think the answer to that is that the world has changed an awful lot from the kind of world people used to know. So if you would, Dominic, Ryan, Angela, come on up here. We're going to go back in time to see why choosing good food, or for that matter, choosing to be physically active, getting exercise every day, can be tough for lots of people in the world today. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on tight. Here we go. Wow. You know, I'm the one with the magical zapper, but even I can't get used to this. It's so incredible, huh? We had that classroom diorama sitting on the table. Here we are. And of course, the point of this trip is to see that the way people got food throughout most of history was very different from today. They didn't have fast food restaurants back then. They didn't have supermarkets either. They had to get their food the hard way. And in fact, they didn't even need nutrition detective skills because there were no bags, boxes, bottles, jars, or cans. We need them today, though. But we should take a closer look at how people got their food back then, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's go see. Now look around here, guys. This is how people used to get food back in the old days. Ryan, you see any fast food restaurants around here?
None in here.
Dominic, any supermarkets here?
Not that I can see.
And Angela, any confusing food labels around here to figure out?
Not really.
See, this is the way things used to be. Food used to come from nature, right? From fields like these. People grew their own food. They didn't have to try to get exercise back then because everything was based on muscle power. They really didn't have any machines. So just living took a lot of physical work. Growing food took a lot of physical work.
Wow.
I told you this is no ordinary classroom, right? Okay, have a seat now. So we've all just seen that things used to be really different. And it may be tough for us to stay healthy, to eat right, living in a world so different from the one our bodies are used to. There is one whole class of foods that you don't even need nutrition detective skills for. We've been talking about them throughout because I've asked you what the ingredients are in an orange, Angela, and you told me.
It's an orange.
It's an orange. And Brianna, I asked you about banana, and you told me the ingredient is?
Banana.
Banana. And Austin, the ingredients in lettuce are?
Lettuce?
Okay, exactly. Fruits and vegetables, and to some extent whole grains. These are natural foods. The package is just the skin or the peel. That's all there is to it. So you should try to make fruits and vegetables a part of your diet every day. Now you can just eat bananas and apples and oranges and grapes and broccoli, but there are ways to add a rainbow of fruits and vegetables to your diet every day so you can be sure that you fit them in to your healthy diets. You want to see how to do that?
Yeah.
Because I have a special rainbow beam too. I'm going to show you how to add a rainbow of fruits and vegetables to your diet. Come on up here. All right, so for example, let's say we have a bowl of cereal, right? Just your basic bowl of cereal. But that's good, especially if it's a whole grain cereal, but we can do even better. We could add a rainbow of fruits to that cereal. How's that look? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, tastes even better. And we can do the same thing with vegetables. So let's, for example, take a look at the pizza. Just your basic plain pizza, right? But we can do much better than that. We can add a rainbow here too. So let's do it. And add all those veggies. Look at that. So, you know, I mean, you know, fruits and vegetables are great for us to eat, and you can eat them plain. You just have fruit or have a salad, but it's great when you can add them to food you already like. I like pizza. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
All right. But if we can add a rainbow of veggies to our pizza, we can love the pizza and it'll love us back. And that's the nutrition detective's way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Thanks. Go sit down. So lots of ways to add fruits and veggies to our diet, and that's all great. But we know that a lot of the foods that we're going to eat every day come in bags, boxes, bottles, jars, and cans. And we need to use our 5 clues to figure out which of those we should take and which of those we should leave behind. Now we're going to put them to use. I want you guys to come with me on a nutrition safari. Sound good?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, right, guys, so here we are. We've materialized right in the middle of a nutrition safari. I brought Gabe with us again. Nice to see you, Gabe. And you know, safaris can be a little bit dangerous. You never know what you're going to run into. So I brought reinforcements. My wife, Catherine, who helped develop the Nutrition Detectives program, in case we run into any especially tricky clues, she can help us out. Now, as we work our way through this nutrition landscape, we're going to encounter all 5 clues. Let's start with clue number 1. All right, everybody, we're going to start our safari with clue number 1. Now, the symbol for Nutrition Detectives clue number 1 is a magnifying glass. Gabriel, what is clue number 1?
Don't be fooled by the advertisements on the front, but go to the nutrition facts on the back.
Excellent answer. A nutrition detective isn't fooled by what's on the front of the package. We know you've got to go where the facts are, the nutrition facts panel and the ingredient list. And sometimes those tell a very different story from what's on the front. So we look at this ingredient list and we see there's no orange juice in this orange juice.
0% juice.
Right? That's right. That's right. Here we are ready to deal with clue number 2. And the symbol for Nutrition Detective clue number 2 is that mama duck at the head of the line of ducklings. Angela, what is clue number 2?
The first ingredient is the biggest.
Exactly. The food is mostly made out of that first ingredient. Let's take a look and see what that means here. Now, if we look for the mama duck on this ingredient list, we see that the first ingredient is sugar. That would be okay if this were a candy, but this is a breakfast cereal. You're really not supposed to have candy for breakfast, are you?
Man, that's a lot of sugar. Wow.
All right, everybody, here we are at clue number 3. Now, the symbol for Nutrition Detectives clue number 3 is that sneaky fingers the fox. Brianna, what is clue number 3?
It's the one that helps you spot out the ingredients that aren't supposed to be in your food.
That's right, those suspicious ingredients that can hide in an ingredient list, just like fingers can try to hide in a crowd. But we know what he looks like. We can find him. We can find those sneaky ingredients too, can't we? So let's see if we can find Fingers the Fox in this ingredient list. There, jumping out at me, partially hydrogenated oil. You know what to do when you see that. Step away from the box and nobody will get hurt. All right, everybody, here we are now at clue number 4. Now, the symbol for Nutrition Detectives clue number 4 is the long neck of the giraffe. Austin, what is clue number 4?
Clue number 4 is the longer the list, the less healthy it is for you.
Absolutely, generally true. The longer that ingredient list, the more stuff hides in there that we don't really want to eat. A nutrition detective is usually looking for a shorter ingredient list. Let's take a look and see what we've got here. Boy, this ingredient list almost runs right off the page, doesn't it? A nutrition detective knows what to do with this. Look for something better. Home stretch now. Here we are at clue number 5. Now, the symbol for Nutrition Detectives clue number 5 is that wolf disguised in grandma's clothing. Dominic, what is clue number 5?
Clue number 5 is that you should look for a whole grain and look out for a whole grain imposter.
Excellent. And one of the best ways to do that is to remember that fiber is our friend, and that may help us tell the difference. And Catherine, you help us out as we look over here. Where do we look for the fiber on this product?
Now, I have a little trick for you guys. You see those 2 big black lines right there? And you see a percent sign? You guys know what a percent sign looks like?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Look at the first one and go zoop to the last one. You see it? Yeah, you gotta do zoop, zoop, all the way to the last percent sign, and right there. There is dietary fiber. Look what it is. What should it be if it's a whole grain?
2 whole grains.
2 whole.
2 grams or
Exactly.
more, right? But that one? That
That's an imposter.
Hey, great job. We've been through all 5 clues. Come on. Hey. Now, we're in a very different part of the nutrition landscape now. Ryan, you see any confusing nutrition labels around here?
Nope, not at all.
Neither do I. Here, it looks like you can make some pretty good choices. Coco, what do you think of these foods?
Well, I think these are very healthy foods.
Absolutely. You know how we look for a short ingredient list? Well, the shortest ingredient list of all is just one word. Those kinds of foods that come direct from nature. You look around here, you see a lot of those. Fruits, vegetables, we've got some whole grains. These are wonderful foods. And when you're here, it's pretty hard to get lost. But for all those other food choices where you can go wrong, you use the 5 clues of a nutrition detective and you'll never get lost. And one more important thing to remember, the reason why all of this matters so much, you want to be healthy. You want to have energy. Having lots of energy lets you do the things you love to do. Healthy people have more fun. Make good choices, help your family make good choices. As a nutrition detective, you have the power to do that. Thank you very much for joining us.
The preceding video was an excerpt from Nutrition Detectives, a classroom program supported in part through an unrestricted educational grant from Juice Plus. For information on how you can obtain the complete Nutrition Detectives video for your classroom, free of charge, please visit www.nutritiondetectives.com.